The LUM and ABNER Show.
Well, hurry up, Lum. Go over to the window and get our bus tickets. I want to get back to Pine Ridge.
I want to get back to Pine Ridge, too.
Well, now, wait, Abner. I just read your line. Let's make sure we get everything done here before we leave the county seat, as we're supposed to. Now, let's see. Paid for our bill at the wholesale house.
Check.
Redeemed our cornet from the hook shop.
Check.
Went to the income tax office.
Back to the hock shop.
Yeah. Well, you never know how to play that thing anyhow.
Well, how do you know I can't play it? I ain't had it out of that place long enough to try. Looks like I'm going to have to get a job in that hock shop to learn to play my own cornet.
Look, Abner, we ain't got time to stand here in the bus depot all day again and arguing about your music talents. You just stand right there while I go get the bus tickets.
Dog it, I ain't had that cornet long enough to get puckered up good.
Now reflect while I'm over there. Don't you wander off no place.
I won't.
Don't talk to no strangers. Don't let nobody tell you nothing or give you nothing. Just stand right there. Don't move an inch.
Yes, Papa. You're going to regret it when you get over to the ticket counter, though.
Why?
'Cause I'm standing on your garter.
Oh.
Bus now leaving for Hatfield, Cole, and Texarkana.
Dog it, I wish that LUM would hurry up.
Bus now arriving from Hatfield, Cole, and Texarkana.
Dog it, that was a fast trip.
Don't move, Pop. This is a stick-up. Don't act like nothing's going on. Just give me your dough.
LUM told me not to talk to no strangers.
I ain't no stranger. I've been here for a week. Get out your wallet.
LUM told me not to buy nothing from nobody.
Look, Pop, cough up or I'll give you some hot lead.
LUM told me not to let nobody give me nothing.
All right, cut it out and give me... nuts. There's bound to be an easier way to make a living than this.
Passengers for Texarkana will have their tickets punched here. Passengers for Hatfield will be punched there.
Dog it, that Hatfield must be a rough place.
I beg your pardon, mister, but are you going to be here for a few minutes?
LUM told me not to talk.
I wonder if you would hold my baby. I have to run back to the department store to pick up some packages.
Well, here now.
Well, I won't be long. Thank you so much.
But lady, LUM told me not to take... Oh, me? Howdy do, baby. Oh, shut up. Well, I'll be dad blamed. It worked.
All right, Abner, come on. I got the tickets. Our bus leaves in, well, what's the matter? Why don't you turn around and talk to me?
Howdy, LUM.
You ain't got yourself in some kind of trouble again, have you? Wait a minute. What's that you got in your arm there? Where did you get that?
Care for a hazelnut?
Don't change the subject. Where did you get that baby and where did it come from?
Why, LUM, I'm going to have a little talk with you.
Don't give me no wisecracks. Just tell me what happened.
Well, I weren't doing nothing, honest. I was just standing here like you told me to, and this woman come along and handed me the baby and said she had to do some shopping. Honest.
Honest to goodness. I leave you alone 5 minutes, and I come back, and you got a baby. Granny's Abner. I didn't think you was dumb enough to fall for that old trick. That woman was just getting shed of the baby.
Huh?
She's abandoned. He's abandoned.
Abandoned? Well, here, you take him.
Don't give him to me. I don't want to get mixed up. Oh, my goodness. What do I do now?
Well, I don't know.
Well, what did you used to do with little Pearl when she got to crying?
Well, I recollect one time she was crying and I handed her my watch.
Oh?
Yeah.
Here you are, baby. Nice, pretty watch. What's the time, baby? Hey, don't throw it. Oh, me.
Ha! You know, that's exactly what little Pearl done with my watch.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Well, you never asked me that.
Well, we ain't got time to argue. We got to find the route on this kid. We got to find the note on this kid.
Note? Is there still something due on him?
No, but with abandoned babies, they always write a note and pin it to their blanket.
They do? Well, I never had no idea a kid that young could write.
There must be one out there somewhere.
Yeah, hurry up and find it. I'd love to hear what that little rascal has to say.
Well, I could tell you what the note would say. It'd say, I've been unable to find any work.
Well, no wonder. He's too young to join a union.
And therefore, I'm not able to support my baby.
His baby. Say, this kid's older than I thought.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Here's a pen. This must be the note.
Oh, excuse me, baby. Abner, how do you get these things pinned up again?
Oh, I don't know, Lum. It's been years since I wore any of them. Get him hitched up somehow, though, and let's figure out what we can do with him. We sure can't keep him ourselves.
Grannies. No, I don't know nothing about taking care of babies. I wouldn't even know how much pablum to put in his cod liver oil and onions.
You got that all wrong, Lum. It's cod liver oil.
Ah,
And you change it every 1,000 miles.
Grannies, Abner, I got an idea. You see that big woman sitting on the bench over there? The one that's asleep?
Yeah.
I bet she's loaded. Just look at the size of that ring she's got on.
Yeah. Oh, she'd wake up before you got it half off, Lum.
I never meant that. I just meant that we could sneak up there and leave the baby with her. And then we'd be sure he got a good home.
Oh, yeah.
Be quiet now. We don't want to wake that lady up.
No. Shh. Yeah.
I'll just lay it down beside her here. Now, come on.
Yeah, dog it. That's a relief.
You come back here.
Huh?
Just what do you think you're doing?
Care for a hazelnut?
Lady, I can't explain this whole...
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, abandoning your poor little innocent child.
Now, well, here, wait a minute. He ain't my...
You thought I was asleep, didn't you? I could tell the minute I laid eyes on you that you're a worthless, no-good scoundrel, a reprobate, ruffian, a rotter.
He's a Rotarian, too.
What kind of a father are you?
I ain't no kind of father.
You certainly aren't. Now you take your child before I report you to the Juvenile Welfare Department.
But he ain't much.
What's your name, old man?
Now, wait a minute.
His name's LUM Edwards.
Stool pigeon,
Address?
don't tell her where I'm from, that I'm from Pine Ridge.
I won't tell her you're from Pine Ridge.
Pine Ridge? Arkansas?
No, Mexico.
No, you're wrong. She's right. It's in Arkansas.
Shut up.
Thank you. I'll remember that. And now, Mr. Edwards, will you take your child?
Now, listen here, lady. I can't take this child because...
All right, then. Policeman! Policeman!
Wait
Policeman!
Wait a minute, lady. Don't call the
Policeman!
police. Please, look. Lady, cut it out. Wait a minute.
Well, all right, then. Now, are you willing to take back your child?
Yeah, I'll take back my child. Come on, Abner. Here, you carry him for a while.
All right. What in the world did you tell her that he's yours for?
Well, what else could I do? Grannies, ain't nobody got a pin nothing on me.
Well, maybe not on you, but doggies, we better hurry and pin something on your child. Well, we can't sit here in this bus depot the rest of our lives holding a baby we don't even know.
Well, we ain't leaving here 'cause we'll miss our bus. We can't leave here until here 'cause we'll miss out our bus. And if we try to get shed of the baby, that old biddy over there will call the police.
Yeah.
Look at her sitting over there, staring at us.
Yeah. How'd you do?
Abner, don't keep speaking to her.
Well, I don't know what else to do. She keeps looking right at me. Hello?
You don't have to wave. You surely don't want her for a friend, do you?
Well, she does have money. How'd you do?
Grannies, I'm going to tell Elizabeth.
Who's Elizabeth? Oh, no, LUM. Don't you dare now.
All right, then. Just simmer down, Casanova. Now, how are we going to get rid of this baby?
Well, if we set him much longer, they'll draft him.
Grannies, I'm stupid. This is one question I don't know the answer to.
Well, say, LUM, there's a sign over there that says information. Let's ask them about it.
Well, they wouldn't know, or wait a minute, they might. Come on, I'm willing to try anything. We can't leave no stones on, well, for pity's sakes. Look who the feller is.
Huh? Why, Ben Withers. Well,
Well, it's a highly small world, isn't it?
Ben, what in the world are you doing in the information booth?
Fine.
are you working here now?
Oh, my stars, no. I'm just helping out a friend of mine who took over this information job recently.
Well, why ain't your friend here?
Well, in order to get the job, he had to get an encyclopedia, so he went over to the public library.
No?
But he didn't have a library card. And in order to get one, he had to be a property owner. So he bought a small farm in Oklahoma. So now, by the time he gets his chores done and gets over here, the day's pretty well shot. Any other question?
No. I think that covers everything.
But wait, LUM. What about your baby?
Why, my stars, love. Congratulations. How does it feel to be a grandfather?
Ben, I ain't even married.
Yes. Take the little nipper for a bus ride, eh?
I think the little nipper is taking us for a ride.
Look, Ben, here's what we're up against. Some woman handed this baby to Abner, and then run off. Then we tried to leave it with another woman.
Yeah, that one's sitting right over there staring at us. Howdy do.
Abner, cut that out.
How did you?
Oh, do you know her, Ben?
I never saw a woman before in my life.
Well, anyway, she's threatened to call the police if I don't take my baby back. So now we don't know what to do with it. Do you?
Fine.
That's the best advice we've had so far.
Well, I'll tell you. You leave the baby with me, and I'll turn it over to the proper authorities. Don't worry about a thing.
Hey, grannies. Ben, that's wonderful.
Now let me get this story straight. You handed some woman your baby, and she tried.
Listen, no, Ben. You got it all wrong. Now look.
Bus leaving for Nunley, Cotton Plant, Pine Ridge, and Arkadelphia.
Uh-oh.
Lum, that's our bus. Come on, we don't want to miss it.
Well, wait till I explain this to Ben once more. Now look, Ben.
Go on, get on your bus, Lum. I understand it highly. Don't worry about a thing. Come on, baby. Come to your old Uncle Ben.
Hurry up, Abner. Let's gotta get out of here before the old biddy starts chasing us.
I know. We better run, 'cause she's sure staring at us awful hard. Ha! Goodbye.
Hey, wait a minute. Watch where you're going. And get through the door there.
Oops.
You break your neck turning around and waving at her.
Wonder how much money that woman's got.
Well, don't worry about that now. Now, there's the bus over there. Get in or we won't get a seat on it.
Passengers will please hold their own tickets.
Yeah, here's your ticket, Abner. Now don't lose it.
Hey, Lum, look. She's looking at the window on us. Right there. Wish I had got her name.
What in the world for?
On account of with the dough she's got, I'd just love to have her in a Pine Ridge Pyramid Club.
All I want to do is get as far away from here as I can. You know we never would have got away if it weren't from her, and the baby if it weren't for good old Ben Withers.
Oh, bless his heart. Bless his little heart.
All the time I've known him, this is the first time I ever saw him do anything right.
All right, let's have your tickets.
Give the man your ticket, Abner.
Oh, yes, sir.
Will the passengers in the rear of the bus please step to the front? It's not crowded enough in here.
Go on. Climb in the bus, Abner. Don't just stand there.
Just a minute there. Are you Mr. Edwards?
Why, yes.
Well, good. I'm in charge of the bus station here, and I have some wonderful news for you. Would you please step back into the depot for a minute?
But our bus is just...
Oh, you're going to be a very happy man, Mr. Edwards.
Hey, Lum, come on. This bus is going to leave. Hurry up. We're going to get left.
Wait a minute. Hold on there.
Oh, there it goes. Dead blame.
That's just great. Now we missed our bus. Now what is the wonderful news you got for me?
Mr. Edwards, thanks to the information we received from our man in the information booth, we've located him.
Located who?
Why, your baby.
Why, baby. My baby. That Ben Withers, I wish he'd stop trying to help us. How in the world can he get things so mixed up?
Well, sir, you know I asked Ben that very question one day.
And what'd he say?
Fine.
I should have known that. But I'll tell you one thing. If this was my baby, I sure wouldn't let it I sure wouldn't let him kick around a bus depot half his life. I'd give him every advantage.
You would, huh?
Sure. First, I'd make sure that he got a good education. I'd send him to the big school. Yale, Carnegie, Tech, Vassar.
Vassar? Lum, don't you know what kind of a school Vassar is?
I told you he'd get all the advantages. Oh, baby. For goodness sake, keep quiet. We've got enough trouble without you yapping your head off.
Want me to buy him another watch?
No. We just barely got enough money to buy some more bus tickets.
Say, when'd you say that next bus leaves for Pine Ridge?
Not for 4 hours yet.
Oh, me.
Westbound stage leaving for Choctaw, Chickasaw, Cherokee, Chippewa, and Odin.
Everybody's leaving here but us.
Greyhound leaving for Kansas City.
Dog it, even the dogs are leaving.
Abner, you ain't Constellation on the problem. How are we going to get shed of this baby?
Well, I don't know. Hey, maybe we could go over to the baggage counter and check him.
Nah, I don't think so.
Well, maybe we could.
Please remember to claim all bundles and parcels before leaving the station.
Dad, blame it, trapped again.
Look, Abner, I got an idea. How did you get this baby in the first place?
Lum, you promised you wouldn't throw that up to me no more now.
I ain't. I was just thinking, why can't we do the same thing? Go up to that somebody, hand them the baby, and ask them to hold on while we go do some shopping.
But Lum, that old biddy is still sitting over there watching every move we make. She'll call the police again just as sure as shooting.
Yeah, that's right, ain't it? Well, I don't know. Hey, wait a minute. She's going over to that phone booth.
Yeah.
Now's a chance.
More than likely she's calling the FBNI.
Hurry up, Abner. Hand the baby to that woman standing there with her back to us.
Right there?
Yeah, hurry up.
I'm hurrying. Excuse me, ma'am,
Well, for the love of sakes, Abner Peabody.
Sister Sampson.
Man sakes, Abner, I'm glad to see ya. I'm in an awful jam.
You're in a jam.
Will you hold these bundles while I run back and do something?
Why, wait just a minute, Sister Sampson.
I won't be long gone. I just want to run over to the recruiting station.
Recruiting station? You ain't gonna enlist, are you?
No, but they got a sign out there in front that says, "This is your big chance. Register now. The Army builds men."
Well, what's that got to do with you?
I want him to build me one.
Hey, now, wait a minute, Sister Sampson. Come back here.
If I ain't back by the time the bus leaves, mail them bundles to me in care of the Army.
Yeah, but Sister Sampson. Oh, me, oh my.
Well, congratulations, old man.
Lum, I was just...
That's just great. Now we've got a baby and a batch of bundles to mail to the Army.
Well, I was just... Hey, reckon the Army would notice it if there was just one extra bundle in there?
Oh, for pity's sake. Baby, pipe down. On second thought, better go back to crying. Abner, what are we going to do with this kid?
Well, what can we do with that Lady Hawkshaw sitting over there with a bead on us? Just look at her. Lou! The old hag.
You know, if it hadn't been for that dag-blame Ben Withers getting everything mixed up, we'd be on our way home by now.
Yeah.
If I live to be 1,000 years old, I ain't never gonna let him talk me into nothing. Not never.
Oh, there you are, Lum.
Oh, Ben, you get away from me.
Oh, fine. Lum, I got some good news for you.
One more piece of good news will kill us.
I just run into a lawyer friend of mine from Mount Ida, and I talked him into helping you straighten out this baby deal.
Yeah. Well, look, Ben, we adopt a baby?
Yes. And now here's the luckiest part of the whole thing. The lawyer friend of mine is meeting a client here in the bus depot, and this client is interested in adopting a baby.
Well, look, Ben, we adopt a baby.
What's that?
Well, don't just stand there. Bring the lawyer over here.
All right. Oh, Durwood, Mr. Zinkfoos.
No, not Durwood Zinkafus.
Hey, let's get out of here, Lum, while we still got our senses.
No, wait. If he can get shed a baby for us, I'm willing to put up with anything, even Mr. Zinkafus.
Oh, no, not him, Lum. Surely.
Hey, come over here, Durwood.
Oh, no.
You remember Mr. Edwards and Mr. Peabody, don't you?
Why, sure. Yes, I do. And yes, how are you, Mr. Peach Blossom?
Huh?
It's a pleasure indeed to meet you again, and all those accusations, all actions and substitutions, and I want to renew old subscriptions. And what magazine do you want to subscribe to?
Magazine?
Yeah, magazines. Frankly, the law business has been a little slow lately.
Oh.
Now I'll tell you here, boys. I can get you a nice club rate. Look at here, chick pick, kick. Oh, excuse me.
Well, we ain't interested in no magazines, Mr. Zinkafus.
No, sir.
We want to find out about this party that wants to adopt a baby.
Yes, well, I'll take my advice. You adopt a baby, you say?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. Well, I have another client of you, but I think I can find you one all right.
No, now look, Mr. Zinkafus.
Well, now let's see. Do you have a choice, boy or girl?
What other choices do you have?
Yeah, well, now that's a problem. That's very fine. There's nothing like a pitter-patter of little heels, a pitter-patter of little pigs, a little puddle of air. I mean, there's nothing like a little bundle. That reminds me, I've got to pick up my laundry.
Wait a minute. Come back here, Mr. Zinkafus.
Huh? Did somebody call me?
Yeah. Now look, Ben Withers said that you had a client that might want to adopt his baby right here.
Huh? Oh, yes. I'm sure my client will provide an excellent home for your child, too. She's a person of high standards, church worker, numbers several uplifting strikes, weightlifters groups, and drips. I mean, she's a shoplifter. Oh, come on. I'll introduce you over here.
Yeah, come on, Abner. Bring the baby.
I'm coming.
She's supposed to meet me here in the depot, but I don't see her nowhere. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yes, I see her sitting there on the bench. Come on, boys.
Oh, my goodness. Not old Hawkshaw.
Oh, her? How'd you do?
How do you do? Yeah. Mr. Claypool, may I introduce you to Mr. Edwards?
I've already had the dubious honor of meeting Mr. Edwards. I prefer not to have my attorney associate with such reprobates.
Oh, but this gentleman has a baby for you to adopt.
Ooh, still at it, Mr. Edwards?
Now, wait a minute.
I warned you once about this, and now I see but one course to pursue. Policeman! Policeman! Policeman!
Policeman!
Policeman!
Hush up, will ya? Hush up.
Policeman!
Lum, we need him as bad as she does.
Policeman!
Policeman!
Oh, wait a minute here. I'm a lawyer. I'm glad to settle on this case on whatever side it is and whatever it is to do.
Well, now, let me explain this whole thing.
For goodness sake, what's going on here? I just asked you to hold my baby, not scare him to death.
Huh?
Here, I'll take him now. Oh, thank you for keeping him for me.
You mean you never abandoned him?
Why, of course not.
Well, I'll be a polka-dotted possum.
Well, thank you again. And, here's a quarter for your trouble.
You just missed your last bus for Cotton Plant, Pine Ridge, and Arkadelphia.
Well, come on, Abner. I finally got some more bus tickets.
How long we been here?
Let's get out of here. Wait a minute. What have you got there?
Well, howdy, Lum.
Turn around here. Let me see.
Lum, I was just standing here minding my own business.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go again.
Well, wasn't that a case of LUM not learning a thing? Now, before we let you in on next month's Riverside Township Radio Players Show, let's introduce who was who at the bus depot. Playing those two characters from Arkansas, here's LUM, better known as Rob Krasneski. And Abner, our own Jay Summerfield. Joining them in the adventure was Sue Gedzinski. As Mrs. Claypool, Judy Marsh was the poor little baby that wasn't really abandoned. And Donna Emmonsmeyer was the mom who, in today's times, would have been reported to DCFS in no time. Others taking on the roles as bus station employees were Rob Hump, and I, John Wirtz. With the usual Pine Ridge gang being played by John Shefke as Ben Withers, Nell Brennan as Sister Sampson, and John Gelsomino as Durwood Zinkafus. Believe me, we had a good time with that name during rehearsals.
Yeah.
Music is brought to you by Dr. John P. Gelsomino. And the sound effects are the creation of Bill Escobedo. Your announcer tonight was yours truly, John Wirtz, who also turned up as the stick-up man. Our thanks, as always, go to our technical staff, John V. Gelsomino and Ed Zeta. We wish to remind you that these programs are brought to you by our Riverside Township Board and Supervisor, Richard Tusher, and hope you will all join us again next month, April 17th. That's the third Friday, not the fourth, for 2 more old-time radio recreations. Have Gun Will Travel and The Phil Harris Show. Start time again will be 7:30 p.m., and the place is right here where you are now. Tell your friends, won't you? These programs may also be viewed weekdays on local Channel 6 at 6 p.m. and on your computers by accessing www.riversideradio.net. Thank you for being such a great audience. Here's wishing you all a happy Easter, and see you next month on April 17th. Good night.
And also, if there's anyone out here in the audience that would like to join us in Gunsmoke, and have Gun Will Travel or the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show, our rehearsals in April, because of the election being held April 7th, our first rehearsal will be Wednesday night, April 8th, right up here in the Township Hall. We look forward to new people coming and joining with us and coming on stage and enjoying the wonderful years of the golden age of radio. So if you want to try your talents, come up on stage. If you'd like to try out for a part, we are an inclusive group, not exclusive. We'd love to have you come on board. Remember, our next rehearsal is going to be Wednesday night, April the 8th, 2009. So from all of us to all of you,